Hey, this is Matthew Armstrong.
And I'm Victoria Whitehead.
And welcome to day 24 of our 100-day juice feast. We've got an absolutely delicious juice for you today. This is one of the tastiest juices I have ever made. So check it out. We have for you a lemon and ginger blast off. So, like I said, ginger. We're going to put a big lump of ginger in tonight and really blast off. This is great for the blood circulation. And we've also got apio, celery. Getting mixed up with my Spanish and English now because I'm learning everything in Spanish. We have celery and we have, that's a really big courgette. So we've got courgette as well, and cucumber, hollandaise cucumber, and we have apples, like golden delicious type apples, and we have lemon, as in lemon and ginger blast off. So lemon and ginger together along with this makes an excellent energizing drink, great for the circulation of blood and everything, and it will blast you off. Okay. It really is divine. The amount of
Ginger?
Ginger. The amount of ginger that I used in that was just ideal. We made a few litres of it. How many litres? 2 litres? I made about 2.5 litres, and that lump of ginger was just perfect for that. So really good. So you see how many vegetables we got there. We got 2.5 litres of juice out of that.
It tastes like
phenomenal.
ginger ale.
It's absolutely delicious, and it's just such a zinger, such an energizer.
So some of our viewers were wanting to know how we're going to break the juice feast and what we're going to be doing after that. It's pretty with Matthew. Matthew is already 100% raw foodist, so I'm quite sure that he'll probably go straight back onto eating the raw foods. And with myself, I recognise that eating raw food is very healthy for you, and I'm working towards that. And at the same time, at the moment, I'm still feeling that I will be introducing raw foods again, or cooked foods again, into my diet, maybe in a lot smaller amounts than before.
Today we went down to the promenade, and it's full of restaurants, and every restaurant is up looking at the menu. You know, I have no interest in that. You know, I have no interest in looking at the menu because it's just not part of my paradigm, so I just don't look at it. But obviously there's still some attachment there.
So with regard to breaking the juice feast, it's recommended, different people have different ideas on how to break a juice feast, and it is actually supposed to be one of the hardest things to do. It's even harder than actually juice feasting, is to break the juice feast correctly. It's really important that you do it slowly. So if you've taken 7 days if you've had a 7-day juice feast, that you take 1 full day to break the juice feast, where you're only eating something like soaked prunes. So for us, we're going to be doing a 100-day juice feast, so we're probably going to do about 8 days to break the feast. And as recommended by David Rain, he has a protocol where he says the best thing to do is to soak some prunes overnight, and then when you wake up in the morning, to drink the soak water, and then slowly eat the prunes, as many as you feel comfortable eating at that moment, and then again eat the prunes later on in the day, whilst continuing to drink the juices as you have been doing before. And maybe do that for the first 2 days, and then after that start to introduce juicy fruits into the diet. So maybe on day 3 we'll start introducing juicy fruits
Mangoes.
like mangoes and berries, and what else? Watermelon, things like that. It said don't eat the more dense fruits like bananas or avocado at this stage. It's just introducing the juicy fruits, trying to get the bowel movements going again, and getting your foods
with a laxative effect, and getting the peristaltic action processing again, moving.
Yeah.
Restarting it. It's like kickstarting, restarting.
And then after that, maybe after 2 days of eating the fruits, then go on to eating salads, introducing salads into the diet, and then maybe the avocados and the bananas after that. And then once you've done the 6 days and you've been continually adding things, and then if you want, then you can go back to your normal diet. But with breaking the juice feast, definitely take 1 day, at least take 1 day for every 7 days that you've been juice feasting to come back in. Don't break the juice feast and go straight for some bread or some rice or something that's going to clog you up, and maybe then you'll end up with issues and a sore stomach. You really want to take your time and start off with some very soft fruits and then build up.
Yeah, and you know, even Victoria said, going back to your normal diet, you know, what is normal? What normal is very, very relative. So if your normal diet was, you know, eating fast food and junk food and processed food, and then you do such a deep cleanse like this, you know, why would you want to go back to that? You know, you want to get that stuff out of the system, not put it back in again. So if you're doing any sort of cleanse, even if it's a 7-day cleanse, a 9-day, 14-day, 21-day, whatever, you know, you want to be having a plan after that. So you're not just like going back into those old ways. You want to change your habits, change your eating habits, change the way you look at food. You know, what food is to you, what food means to you, your value around food, what it's for, and all the emotions around it as well. So, you know, changing your habits over that time, and giving yourself that time to make that change. Yeah.
Yeah. I was reading on the internet, quite a lot of people really struggle when they finish a juice feast, and if you're not careful, it can go into binging, because you feel that some people feel maybe they've been depriving themselves whilst juicing, so then they go, oh, I want to eat this, and they just eat too much. So it's very important to be really conscious, to consciously go back into eating, and to take your time, and to really just be very aware and clear whilst you're adding in the new foods, and go back into your life as a new, healthier you. And enjoy the process.
Okay, let's do our next Tibetan posture, Tibetan number 2, before it gets dark. Let's do it. Okay, so this is the second Tibetan posture, and with them all, build up. Start with, depending on your level, 3 or 7. I'd say no more than 7 at the start, and over a period of weeks, maybe 10 weeks, build it up to 21. Otherwise, you can take in so much energy that you actually short circuit yourself, and these are that powerful. So this one here, we're basically lying back, hands flat on the ground, and the breathing with this is you're breathing in as you're doing the exercise, and breathing out as you're relaxing back from it. So it's like opposite type of breathing like you might do in you know, fitness or in Western sort of exercise, where you're breathing out as you're pushing, and then you breathe in as you come back. This is different. It's the opposite. So from here, as I breathe in, I come up to here, and I bring the chin up to my chest. I keep my back on the ground. Just bring my chin to the chest, and bring the feet completely up, and the soles of the feet facing up. Not like that. Soles of the feet facing up to here. Then breathing out, coming back down. Breathe in, out. Breathe in, out. So breathing, come up, chin up to here, breathe out, down. Like so. Simple as that. Start with 7, and before you do that, remember you do number 1, then number 2. This is number 2. So do the spin as we did in the last video, and then number 2 is this one. Do that next. Okay, and we'll build it up throughout the week, because like I said, you don't want to burn yourself out with these. And these are very, very powerful. You can do some research on it, 5 Tibetan rites or 5 Tibetans, and you'll find out more about it in the background and everything. Okay, that's us. So go ahead, do that, and you'll enjoy it. And it works internally on the energy system, and it also works on your muscles as well. So you'll build your abdominals, you'll build your hip flexors, and you'll strengthen up your neck as well. So my name is Matthew Armstrong.
And I'm Victoria Whitehead.
Take care.